For today's Photoshop lessons, you need to go to a classroom computer, log in, and then open up Google Chrome, not any other browser, just Chrome. Have one tab open that has your Schoology account. You want to find our class and the folder called Wednesday Photoshop Lessons, Crop, Rotate, and Channel Mixer. Have another tab where you go over to Drive, and then in Drive, you'll click on My Drive and find your CP1 folder. If you don't have a CP1 folder, you need to create one called New Folder CP1. You may already see some folders in there from previous projects. We're going to add a new folder and call it Light and Paper. If you were here yesterday, you took lots of pictures. If you were not, don't worry about this step. Open that up. And then we're going to start uploading your pictures and then work in Photoshop while we're waiting. Grab the card reader and insert your SD card into the reader. It should pop up. If it doesn't, go to the yellow folder down at the bottom and look in either this PC, it should be right here. It's either called SD or USB. And if you don't see that and you know your reader's plugged in, try another reader. Help your neighbor. One of the readers you eventually use will work. Open that up, DCIM, and you should have a folder, one of the Canons, not the EOS, but your last Canon folder, whether it be 101 or 102 or 100, open it. You'll scroll down and you'll see the pictures you shot yesterday. Now these are Marley's from 7th period. Thank you, Marley. Once they load, click on your first picture one time, just so that it's blue. Scroll down, hold down your Shift key on the keyboard, click on your last picture one time, and I can let go of Shift now that everything's blue. I'm going to click and drag this over, make sure it's going to CP1 and in the folder called Light and Paper. Now this is going to take a while, so let's go work with our given photo first. In Schoology, go to Mr. Midway. Right-click on the picture with your mouse. Save image as, choose Downloads, and then Save. Open up Photoshop. Your search bar is in the middle. Mine's on the left. Search for Photo S. If you're on the same computer you were before, you won't have to log in again, but if you are on a new computer, use your school email address to log into Photoshop. On the left-hand side, go to Open, or you may see Open from Computer down here. Downloads, and click Mr. Midway. Open. We're going to rotate and crop this picture. Go to Image, Image Rotation. This is flip it upside down. This is go to the left, and this is go back to the right. Counterclockwise is what we want. So now we're rotated correctly. Let's get rid of all this extra space. We're not going to use the crop tool today. We're going to use the one called Rectangular Marquee Tool. It's a square made out of dotted lines. Click and drag a box around what you want. If you don't like the box, then you can draw it again. Click and drag a box around what you want to keep. Then go to Image, Crop. Now we're finished. Now we just need to save it. Go to File, Save a Copy, not Save or Save As, Save a Copy. Call this one Copy Done, or Copy Finished, Copy whatever, so that you know what it is. Make sure it's still in your Downloads folder. Hit Save. And then OK. That's what we're going to turn in on Schoology. You're finished with that now. You can actually go to Photoshop Lesson, Crop and Rotate. Click on Submit Picture, and then it's going to be under your Downloads. Let's see if our pictures are done uploading now. It still has 2 minutes left, but we can still work on our pictures. They're still on our card. Let's go to Photoshop. We can actually close this little X now and just say no. We don't need that one anymore. Go to Open. Go to your card, SD or USB. It'll be on the left-hand side under this PC. Click that. DCIM, 100 Canon. If you don't see them, tiny triangle, large or extra large. Now let's go find one of the pictures. Doesn't matter which one it is. I like this one. We're going to do a couple of things with the color. The first thing I always like to do is Image, Adjustments, Levels, Auto. You won't see much of a difference. The only thing this did is was brighten it up. If you like the new change, click OK. If you don't like that change, click Cancel. I do like that change. And then I'm going to go to Image, Adjustments, Channel Mixer. I'm going to move this out of the way, and this is a really great picture of light and shadows and paper, but I want to change the color. Maybe I want to try a different hue. And I'm going to change these bars around. I can make it more blue. I can go more green. I can change it to red. I can try different channels here. Oh, I was going to go, oh, it's kind of getting grainy that way, so don't go too far. But I'm trying to change the color, and you can change the different outputs, and you can change these bars as much or as little as you want to. Just make it look very different than your original. So my original is kind of a light blue. Now I'm here at green. Click OK. If you need to crop like we did earlier, you have your rectangular marquee tool. If I wanted to crop it, you can crop it like that, but I don't need to. Control D. You can keep it full frame or crop, and if you need to rotate it, you can go to Image Rotation, but this is how it's supposed to be. When you're happy with your picture, File, Save a Copy, because I don't want to mess up our original, Save a Copy. This is going back to your card, so after Copy, click Done, Save. Okay, why can't I save there? If you can't save there, I just put it under Downloads, you're fine. Save the copy under Downloads or your card, either one, save, then OK. So now the last thing to do is to go back in Photoshop, go back to that. This is called Channel Mixer, where we corrected the colors on one of our pictures. Go ahead and submit the picture. Some of you may click here and go to Download. Some of you may click on Submit, go to your card. It just depends on where you saved it. So go back and see when you went to File, Save a Copy, where it was saved. Was it on your Downloads over here, or was it on your card on one of the Canon folders? Either way, you've turned in 2 pictures today and you are finished. You can continue editing some of your others if you want to.